Hey, welcome back human beings to another video here on the channel. How you all doing? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Genesis 2 is releasing today at some point. In the UK it's probably going to be the 3rd due to time zones. In the meantime, I thought I'd make 5 reasons for you to buy Genesis Part 2 prior to the release. Now I will do this again once Genesis has been released and I have played it for a bit, and I'll give you 5 reasons why you should get it and play it. But this is before we've actually played the game. If you enjoyed this video at all, then make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to become a human being, and check out the Genesis 2 playlist where we're going to be doing a playthrough, we're going to do guides, everything's going to be there. Make sure you check out the channel, stay notified with the bell icon because we're going to be posting a lot of Genesis 2 content, so get ready for that. So reason number 1 for why you should get Genesis Part 2 is because it is the last DLC to ever come out on Ark Survival Evolved. This is the last story DLC. There may be a free DLC in the future. I feel like they've got another sponsored map that they'll bring out probably towards the end of next year, or the end of this year, sorry. Maybe like or mid next year. So there's probably going to be a free DLC coming out, but all their attention is going to be turned to Ark 2 after Genesis 2 has been released. So this is the last DLC for Ark. Now we've been playing Ark for 6 years. You want to finish that story. If you've been honoring it and you've been playing Ark and it's been one of your top games, or even games that you played a bit and then just fell off it, get Genesis Part 2 for that reason, because this is the last time you're going to get an update for Ark before they focus everything on Ark 2, because let's be honest, Ark 2 has the biggest roster of actors. They got Vin Diesel playing the main character. I mean, there's a lot of money being invested to Ark 2. They're not going to want that to flop, so all resources are going to Ark 2. So as soon as this DLC drops, I don't reckon we're going to get much more out of Ark. I think maybe a free DLC here or there, but no more. No, I don't think we're gonna get new stuff at all after this. So this is the last time for you to play your beloved game with new content. So that is reason number 1. Reason number 2 is because it's the biggest map that we're ever going to have that is an official DLC. Now Ragnarok was a non-official DLC. That was a free DLC. It was a map created by a fan of the game. They sponsored it as a map, and then they let it on as a free DLC and took it as an official map. But it's not something that Wildcard created. This map is going to be bigger than Ragnarok, which is going to be insane. So this is going to be the biggest map we've ever had for Ark, and it's going to be an official map, so not one that has been created because people enjoy it, which is really good, and I'm really looking forward to that. So on this new map, you're going to have a lot of new biomes and a lot of things that you've never seen before. I reckon that they're going to bring in biomes from other maps and try and combine them all together. I feel like this is going to be the end game. Biomes from everything, all slapped onto one map, one massive map, and you get to play it. Like, look at some of the concepts that I'll be playing on screen as we go through. I mean, if I feel like the references there, there's some extinction vibes, I feel like there's some aberration vibes, there's some just general Ark vibes. I feel it. I feel like this map is going to be huge, and I think it's going to be amazing. Reason number 3 to get Ark Genesis Part 2 are the creatures. Now there's going to be a few DLC specific creatures that you're going to be able to get hold of on this map. So if you haven't brought DLCs of past, for example, you really want Reapers but you never bought Aberration, or you want the Snow Elves but you never bought Extinction, well, if you buy this one DLC, you will get those creatures. Now it's not confirmed that all DLC creatures are going to be on this map. That's a theory of mine, and it may not be true, but we've definitely got a confirmation that Reapers are going to be there. You've got Velonosaurs, you've got Snow Elves. You've definitely got DLC creatures on this map, which has never happened before. You've never had cross DLC creatures on new maps. It's always been the base creatures plus some DLC creatures, and then the next game you have your base creatures plus some DLC creatures. The next DLC the same. This is the only DLC where they have brought in past, or favorites should I say, DLC creatures and brought them into this DLC. So they're classified as biome specific creatures, and they're going to be called Ark creatures, which is a beefier type of creature, which you really want to get involved in. For reason number 4, now this was recently released as a mutation or mutagen. It's going to be a new item that allows you to evolve creatures. You're going to be able to level up your creatures and evolve them. Think Pokemon with the with the mega crystals. Pick a Pokemon with the mega crystals, you're going to get this mutation, you're going to be able to feed it to a creature or equip it to a creature. This creature's either going to evolve to a new variant, which I find like pretty unlikely, but it'd be pretty cool if you get a few creatures that will evolve to a new variant, or they will just go super strong and super OP. So adding this brand new mechanic that we've never had before. We've never had evolving. Now I know this is getting far away from dinos, but I mean, it's the last one. They're all going out. It's tech tier. It's all going out. The mutation, just that mechanic on itself and how it will work of evolving creatures, adding that whole new aspect to the game and a whole new thing for you to think about. That is reason number 4 why you should get this game. They have innovated with these new styles and they're trying something new for the last one, and hopefully it's going to work really well. For reason number 5, and the final reason why you should get Genesis Part 2 before launch and play it on day 1, is the new creatures and items added. Now I can't separate these are technically 2 different ones, so this could be 5 and 6, but really I can't separate it because they all do the same thing. So we've got some really unique creatures, like the space dolphin with the new tech gear is going to be super great for the space portion of the map. You're going to have your Ark creatures, which we've already talked about, which are going to be amazing and add a lot of new content for these stronger variants of old creatures. It's a good way of refreshing the old creatures. The Maywing, which is going to be a nanny, so adding S+ materials, really worth it. This new creature is going to be insane, and it's going to be able to take care of your babies, steal babies from enemies, and just imprint them. It's going to be insane. The Noglin, being able to mind control enemies and creatures. Who wouldn't want to do that? New Shadow Mane with its ability to go invisible or to roar to buff, and to do its shadow attack where it bounces between creatures. This is the Rock Drake or Wyvern equivalent of this DLC, so why wouldn't you want to get it? Striders, which will make harvesting easier if you've got a harvesting one. You can get different variants, make them attack, harvested, or defensive. The Void Wyvern, it's going to be a tech wyvern. Who doesn't want a tech wyvern? It's going to be super insane. They're also adding this ability to hack creatures, so you're going to be able to hack the Striders and potentially the Void Wyvern. It's going to be insane. They've added so much new stuff. And then, of course, some of the creatures like the Mega Mech, that's going to give you like an overview of your base, allow you to sort your base out, move creatures, be able to build your base. The Tech Crop Plot, which is going to be able to allow you to grow, which is basically going to allow you to grow plants inside and give it the light, so you get the greenhouse effect. You may not need to water it. I mean, all these items that they add in, like the Egg Incubator as well. All these things, these new crazy items and dinos, which, like I said, is really like 5 and 6 reasons to get this game, is going to make your quality of life better. Basically, they get to the end of the game, they know that the life of the game is over. One of the main complaints for new players is that it's too grindy. The hardcore players do not mind because that's why they enjoy it, but the new players do not like it because how grindy it is. All these items that added in makes quality of life improvements. This DLC has been heavily focused on quality of life. You got everything on one place. You got your egg incubators, so you don't have to stay on waiting for eggs to hatch. You've got your nanny, so you don't have to be on to look after your babies or feed them, imprint them, help them grow. So you got your nannies. You got your crates, your ammo crates to restock and resupply all your turrets if anything's going to be attacking you. There's all these brand new items that are coming in to basically make Ark's life so much easier, so you don't have to spend 10 hours a day on the game. Pretty much like what S+ does. S+ has focused on that. You've got a lot of automated processes, so you don't have to be on all the time. Wildcard have adapted this look on the game, and they've made a lot of new items that are basically going to just allow you to log off and leave things running. You don't need to be on. Okay, so that's reason number 5, because 5 and 6, because this is going to be a crazy quality of life improvement. And if you fell out of love with Ark, this is a reason to get back in, because a lot of things, the reasons that you may have hated about Ark are going to be a lot easier now. Before we finish this video though, we've got a bonus one for you. You could classify this as number 7, but it's just a bonus. If you do buy Genesis Part 2, you have to buy the Season Pass. That's the only way that you can get Genesis Part 2. So you do get Genesis Part 1 as well if you haven't already played it or owned it. Now, is this a positive for getting Genesis Part 2? I wouldn't say it is. Genesis Part 1 isn't the best, and I rank it low on my favorite maps. You can get 2 DLCs for the price of 1, which would be insane. And if you really want to go crazy and you haven't got any of the DLCs, treat yourself to the upcoming summer, and just, download the ultimate edition of Ark, where you get every DLC at a much cheaper price. That's all I can say for you guys. They are 5 reasons. You actually got about 7 or 8 reasons, but that is 5 reasons why you should buy Ark Genesis Part 2 before it's released. Play it day 1. make sure to check out the channel for some videos. We're going to do how-to videos for the rest of the few months. So there's going to be so many how-to videos. We're going to do story missions. We're going to have a free server if you want to join that. Stay subscribed, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day. Peace.